let's chat about something big going on with Tyler Perry. Yup, that Tyler Perry, the super rich guy who makes movies and shows like Medea. He built his whole empire from nothing. But now he's in the news, not for a new movie, but for a huge $260 million lawsuit that's making people talk about him. It's not just about money, it's got drama, power stuff, and even connects to the royal family. The guy suing is Derek Dixon, an actor who was in Perry's shows Ruthless and The Oval. He's saying some big things. He claims Perry used his power in the entertainment world to be controlling, mean, and create a really bad situation. We're talking about claims of using people, getting back at them, and hurting their feelings, like a super dark Hollywood story. Dixon says he met Perry at a studio event in 2019. They swapped phone numbers and things seemed cool at first. But soon it got strange, really strange. Dixon says what started as a job turned into a creepy deal. He claims Perry used his power to offer roles, but only if Dixon kept him happy off screen. Yup, it's like something from a wild TV show, but this is real life. Dixon's character on The Oval, Dale, got shot a bunch of times at the end of season 1. The lawsuit says that wasn't just a story choice, it was a warning. Like, do what I say, or your character's gone and your career's in trouble. Perry's team says it's all made up. They call it a fake story to get money. His lawyer says Perry won't be scared and that the claims aren't true. But even if the lawsuit doesn't win, it's making people wonder about how much power one guy can have in movies and shows. Because, let's be real, Tyler Perry is like a one-man show. He writes, directs, produces, and sometimes even acts in his projects. That's awesome. But it can also be risky if it's not handled right. Now, here's where it gets wilder. Enter Meghan Markle. You're probably like, wait, what's she got to do with this? Well, Tyler Perry is the godfather to Meghan and Prince Harry's daughter, Lilibet. That's not just a friend, that's super close, like family. When Harry and Meghan left the UK, Perry let them stay in his house. He gave them safety, privacy, and was there for them during tough times. Now that same godfather is being accused of some serious stuff, and people are noticing. Some folks are asking why Meghan picked Perry to be so close to her kids. When you're connected to the British royal family, even a little drama turns into a huge deal. It's not just a Hollywood problem now, it's a worldwide story. Plus, there's talk that Harry's not happy about this. Some say he's feeling uneasy about how Meghan's handling their public image, especially with Hollywood friends. With this Perry lawsuit blowing up, it's making things worse. There's even chatter about whether Perry should stay Lilibet's godfather. That's how big this is getting. Tyler Perry's huge control over his projects is a tricky thing. On one hand, he built an empire with hard work, writing, directing, and acting all by himself. No one tells him what to do, but with that much power, it's hard to know who's watching out for what's right. Dixon says Perry used his control to make it clear. Don't go along with what he wants privately, and your character gets killed off. Do what he says, and you keep your role. Imagine your dream job depending on stuff behind the scenes, not just how good you are. That's scary. This isn't just one story. It's part of a bigger Hollywood pattern. We've heard about powerful people using their control to mess with careers. Dixon's story, whether it's true or not, fits that old Hollywood vibe. He says being on set felt like a mind game, with hidden threats and weird expectations controlling him. After he pushed back, his character Dale got shot 4 times. Was that just a coincidence? The court will have to figure that out. Meanwhile, this drama is causing big waves, way beyond just Hollywood. Meghan Markle's super close friendship with Tyler Perry is now getting her name dragged into this mess. Perry wasn't just a friend, he was a huge help when Meghan and Harry left the royal life. He gave them a place to stay, security, and a friend to lean on when the media was all over them. So when his name started popping up in bad headlines, it put Meghan and Harry in the spotlight too. People are starting to question Meghan's choice of friends, wondering why she let someone like Perry get so close to her family. When you're tied to the royal family, even a small problem can turn into a giant storm. This whole thing is hitting their public image hard, especially since some say Harry's not cool with how Meghan's diving into Hollywood stuff. He grew up with all that royal tradition, where you stay away from celebrity drama. Now he's stuck in a world of PR moves, business deals, and secret Hollywood fights, so different from the royal life he left. There's even talk from some insiders that Harry might want to drop Perry as Lilibet's godfather. If that's true, it shows how serious this is behind the scenes. Being a godfather isn't just a friend thing. It's a big deal, like being a special guardian for a kid. Changing that would mean something's really broken. When your family's name gets pulled into someone else's mess, you want to protect your kids. Meghan's getting a lot of flack for who she hangs out with. Critics say she's too quick to buddy up with big names who might cause trouble later. To them, it seems like she's chasing connections for power, not real friendships. When those friendships go bad, it's her and Harry's reputation that gets hit. It makes you wonder, does Meghan really check out the people she lets get close? Or is she just drawn to their fame and opportunities? All this drama is putting a ton of pressure on Meghan and Harry's brand, which was already on shaky ground. While the news focuses on Perry and Dixon, people are whispering about what this means for Meghan and Harry's already fragile spot in both Hollywood and royal circles. Harry's been frustrated for a while, and this lawsuit just makes it worse. He's in a world he didn't grow up in, full of publicity stunts, brand deals, and behind-the-scenes drama that feels nothing like the royal life he left in the UK. He used to stand by Meghan's choices with smiles and team statements, but some say privately he's not so sure anymore. They say he's uneasy, especially with their family getting dragged into scandals they didn't start but can't seem to dodge. Moving to California was supposed to be about freedom. Freedom from tabloid gossip, strict rules, and the kind of media attacks that hounded his mom. But now, every new friend Meghan makes feels like trading one harsh spotlight for another, just as tough, but less polite. When your kid's godfather gets tied to a $260 million lawsuit about bad behavior, that spotlight feels like a giant searchlight. Meghan's critics are saying this isn't just one mistake. They call it a pattern of picking big names who end up being problems. People bring up the Oprah interview, the Spotify drama, and Netflix moments that seemed too staged. Now, with Perry's name linked to serious claims, the story's shifting again. For someone trying to build a brand about grace, strength, and modern mom life, the cracks are starting to show. Then there's Meghan's push to get back on social media, with a new Instagram, brand deals in the works, and lifestyle projects quietly being planned under her banner. But Harry reportedly doesn't want their kids shown off online or turned into marketing tools. He's clear he wants their lives private, especially after all they escaped. But Meghan, always hustling, seems to be pushing for more attention, more visibility, growing her audience. That's causing tension, not just in how people see them, but in their personal lives too. At the heart of it, there's a big gap between them. Meghan wants to do things her way, making bold moves and smart friendships like they do in America, but Harry wasn't raised like that. He's a royal deep down, someone who thinks family image is special, not something to trade for fame. When headlines tie his daughter's godfather to bad allegations, it's not just a PR problem, it's personal. It's about their legacy, about shame, about keeping their family safe behind closed doors. They're said to be arguing more than ever. Some say Harry feels like his voice doesn't matter as much in Meghan's growing world. Others claim he's looking for ways to reconnect with his UK roots, maybe even thinking about doing some royal duties again someday. Whatever's true, one thing's clear. This isn't the happy ending they pictured when they left Buckingham Palace. What started as a Hollywood lawsuit has turned into a mirror showing bigger problems. The story's not just about Tyler Perry and Derek Dixon. It's about power, loyalty, and the choices people make to protect their future. For Harry and Meghan, that future's looking trickier than ever. Every move they make is watched closely. And with every new twist, the gap between their private world and the public stage keeps getting smaller. In the end, it's not just the lawsuit that matters. It's the story it tells about who they've become.